Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful, valid people out there, thank you for tuning in to this update video. Yes, you see me, Jay Wilson, in the flesh. Let's go.
It's Zion over here. You may recall seeing our faces from our a Rakaya reaction,
which was like forever
which had
ago.
no audio for me.
Yeah, so this is the first time you're hearing and seeing Ian at the same
unless
time.
Unless you checked out any of my old channels at some point, which don't do that.
Which I don't have any old channels, I'll inform you guys, which is great.
Jay has no existing old channels. He took everything down.
Yeah, I took everything down. I deleted it all. I wish I would have privated it because it would have been more funny that way. But nah, I just deleted it all. It's just after a whole year, we're here. Look at my fucking hair. My fucking hair
holy
sucks.
Shit. Holy shit! Like the reason we're doing this video is like you know we'll talk about our updates and what's going on, but also it's just for us to gush about how much we love what we're doing and how much we're super happy that we've gotten to a year of this channel.
One whole
and
fucking
it's
year.
Fantastic, and it's mind-blowing. Because, yeah, with any luck, this video is going up April 6th, 2021, and April 6th, 2020 was when we put up the introduction video. Yeah. God, it's crazy. A year!
Look where we are, Ryan. In this cool, like...
We're marginally better.
I was over there! Like, when it comes to... I wish I could move the camera, but it freezes every time I move it. I was... Like, my setup was all the way over there. I was on the blue snowball during the introduction video. But there was my shitty headset mic. Not this one. But one light exactly like it. And we were just sitting there recording. And...
Yeah.
Now there's a dresser there.
Yeah, back in the days of UO, even.
Back in the days of UO, I was on a shitty headset mic like this. But at least this one has better quality than that one.
Yeah.
This one costs more. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it's crazy that it's been a year. Like, it feels like it's been longer and shorter at the same time.
It really does. It feels like
I've been doing this forever.
It feels like I've known you for simultaneously way longer and way shorter of an amount of time than I've known you.
Yeah, it's crazy because I only met Jay a month and a half before we started this channel.
Yeah, it wasn't too. It was like the first message was like in February of last year.
Yeah,
which is fucking
crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, and then we just kind of ran with this, and it works. And
somehow we made it here.
We're super happy.
I do have to say, a year was my time limit before we'd make money. You promised money by now. I think I gotta go.
I didn't promise money, okay?
You said money was imminent, or at least
I did not say that.
Or maybe I just imagined that. I am a very.
You definitely imagined that, Jay.
I like money.
Oh boy.
Oh God, I'm not gonna run the persona today. It's just like this is wild where we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it is. It's insane, and like. It's weird because we're not necessarily growing super fast. Like, our subscriber count has been about the same for the past couple weeks, which is fine. I don't care. Like the fact
we'll
is,
get rich and famous later.
We make videos which at least one person watches. In fact, our Homestuck videos get over 100 views in 24 hours, which is crazy to me. It's like we upload a video and within 24 hours, 100 people have watched it, or at least less people have watched it more than once, which is crazy. But the fact that some people have watched our videos and have enjoyed them is mind blowing to me. And it's really humbling because I think about it and it's like it's crazy, and it's really like the one thing that I wanted to do with my life is to do something to make somebody else feel something.
Yeah.
Be it just a happy distraction for a little bit. Funny, stupid bullshit. But the fact that somebody can watch it and then maybe cheer them up just ever so slightly. Their mood is a little bit better, or they can forget about some problems that they have for a little bit. Just anything like that. Like, that is what means a lot to me, and that is what I'm glad that we're able to do with this channel. Even though it's small, even though we've got 209 subscribers. But the fact is, people watch it, and that's crazy to me. I could care less about the subscriber count. The truly mind-blowing thing is when I look at our when I look at our watch hours, we're at almost 8,000 watch hours in the past year. Yeah, 8,000 watch hours. And to put that in perspective, in order to unlock monetization on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours in the past year.
So we've doubled it.
We've doubled the watch hours with a fifth of the subscriber account.
Well, to be fair, we have very long-form content.
We do, and daily. But the fact is that people are interested enough to watch those videos.
You
know what I mean?
This is very true.
it's crazy. It's super mind-blowing that we've managed to do that, and we've all managed to. Like, you guys are a part of this family, you know. It's super cool that even though we have a small community, we have a community that is actually interested in this, and that is actually, you know, that I love interacting with you guys. Like on the Discord, it's great. It feels like a community, you know, which it is, you know, and we're small enough that Jay and I can interact and can talk to people, and it's nice because, you know, it doesn't seem like a situation of creator and consumer of content. It seems like almost like just a friendship, you know, just like a Discord where we can talk to some friends and hang out, you know, and it's pretty cool because we can only get that with a small community, you know. And I'd love to grow bigger someday, you know. I'd love to make progress, but that doesn't mean that I'm not happy with where we are. I'm very happy with where we are, you know. And it's just super cool that we've managed to do that in a year, because like this is something that, okay, we've got Jay, we're gonna do the podcast, right? Yeah. So we're going to do a podcast at some point. It might take until the summer for that to actually get rolling. But that's something that we're actively working on and trying to get you know, running, all sorted out and all that. And that's going to be more talking about various things, you know, and just more of our raw personalities and our raw opinions, you know, which will, you know, won't be scripted, but we'll have an idea of what we're talking about before we start, you know. It's like where we'll have a topic for a video. Like one podcast will be, you know, on various music we like, or things like that, you know, where we'll have something to talk about for the whole video, and something like that Jay and I could talk about for hours. We do talk about it for hours, you know. And it's like, so we're gonna do that in podcast form. But I bring that up because, you know, the first episode of the podcast is going to go into a lot of who we are, you know, and our backgrounds and all that. But, you know, I just wanted to say that as a little teaser almost, I have, like, I'm sure if anybody's talked to me in Discord, I have done YouTube, in quotes, for like 11 and a half years, which is insane, right? My first YouTube video was in 2009. It's privated now. I think I promised Jay that I'd show it if we ever got, was it 1 million?
Yeah.
If we ever get to 1 million subscribers, I promised Jay that I'd show it, which, you know, probably won't happen. But if it does,
make it happen, YouTube. I've seen it.
That
it's
video
the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
God, it's horrible. But yeah, it was back in 2009, and I've never gotten anywhere near the kind of community that we have now. And like, obviously, because I wasn't good. Like, I just wasn't good at it. But, you know, I've steadily improved, and I think, you know, a combination of Jay, having a co-commentator with me who's equally committed to this and actually can do it, because my last channel, Pixelated, was kind of fell apart because my co-commentator wasn't as interested or didn't have the time, you know, and it was just a mess. But because I've got someone like Jay over there partying, who I love dearly and is equally interested in this, it's like, it helps so much, and it's so cool to be able to go on this journey with somebody, and that plus, you know, Homestuck being something that, like, we've, you know, gotten some followers because of. It's like it's cool because I've never gotten a community like this before, and it's always what I wanted. Like, it's always why I did YouTube for so long, and it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, like, I'll talk about that more in detail on the podcast, and, you know. But I just want to bring that up. It's like, I've been doing this for so long, and in the past year, I've experienced way more YouTube stuff than I have in the past 11 and a half years, and that's so cool to me.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I'm very happy with this community. I'm very happy with our progress so far, and it's just crazy to think that it's been a year. Anything to add, Jay?
Okay, so I obviously haven't been doing this for 11 and a half years, right? I mean, there'd be at least a shred of evidence somewhere if I had been. I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if we were both going for 11 and a half years.
Jay, if you were going for 11 and a half years, you'd start at 4.5 years old.
4-year-old Jay over there just be like, I hate orphans!
God, did I start YouTube when Jay was 4.5?
Oh, God, 11 years ago. I was 4.5. Oh, dear God. No, I was 5.
Okay, you're 5. Sure. You were the age of my little brother who just walked in for Smash Brothers before we started this.
Nevertheless, let's not think about the fact that I was 5 whenever Ian started. You fucking old boomer.
Okay, I'm only 20, okay, and Jay's turning 17.
Internet boomer. as a 17-year-old. Here's what happens. You're a boomer if you're older than me. That's how it works on the internet.
I see.
Sorry, that's just how it works. But the things I want to say is this. Yes, I haven't been around as long, but this has equally been my dream for so long. Being able to make people happy by making stupid jokes about, like, horrible things. I mean, like, my entire fucking existence is all I want is to make people happy for the rest of my life. It's all I want, some type of entertainment. Hopefully music is the way it goes. But having this and exactly what we have is incredible. And being able to, like, make jokes to people and people laugh at them and tell me I'm funny and I'm good at what I do, it's great. It feeds my ego, which is equally huge anyway. Yes.
MJ, like, going off of that, like, I know you haven't been doing it as long, but the amount of growth that you've had in the past year is incredible. Like,
Jay Wilson from the beginning to here is not the same.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't think I changed too much. I think I've only changed naturally. Like, I think I'm pretty much the same person that I was when I did Pixelated, except for I have a little bit more money, so I've got a better microphone. And that's just because I've been doing it for a while and I've kind of developed that. But Jay, like, you've come a long way. Like, at the beginning, you were kind of nervous.
I was very stoic, nervous, like a completely, like, robot of a person. Just, like, I'd never done this whole thing where you sit in front of a microphone and you rant to it for a while. I'd always wanted to, of course. And I'd tried it multiple times before, but it was the same, where I was just robotic and unable to fucking, like, function as a normal human being. I mean, I'm barely able to function as a normal human being anyway, but, like, at least I can talk for a while. Like, I could run my mouth for, like, an hour if you let me. But, like...
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, like... It's, like I'm actually have my, like, a set personality. You know? And it's not like I'm a complete fucking robot of a person constantly saying things and not being able to make my own fucking jokes. It's just like... I love this... It's trying to kill me. But Sundrop, the unofficial sponsor of the Ian and J YouTube channel.
Actually, not spawn.
They don't know it yet.
Got my, like, Chipotle brand guacamole and some chips.
They don't know it yet, but they're going to sponsor us.
Someday. Imagine that.
My favorite drink since I was, like, 13, being my
in, like,
fucking...
10 years.
I would die. Like, I'd love it, but I'd die.
Someday Ian and Jay acquired Sundrop.
Buying Sundrop? I'd never have to pay for it again. I just have an entire factory dedicated to making them for me.
Yep, perfect.
But, like, it's just wild, this journey we've been on, like, the past whole year. It's like, and I'm a completely, like... I've grown so much, not only just through the YouTube channel, but just in general. Like, this entire past year, like, realizing that it's been a year since we started this, like, I was in a completely different mindset at that point. It's fucking wild. Like, like, Ian knows, and you guys will probably know at some point, but, like, I've had so much happen within this past year. It's fucking bonkers to think about.
Yeah. Some of the shit, it's like, holy shit, man. Like... Jay has gone through so much that I couldn't even imagine going through. So
welcome to the hell that is my life. And that's my therapist right there. You didn't hear my ukulele fall, but that's my therapist right there. Her name's Mary Jane.
Nice. Did you bore her by playing your violin?
Hey, listen, wait, did my fucking... It froze, didn't it?
Oh, yep, your camera froze.
Motherfucker.
Alright. Well, okay, so where were we? We talked about...
I was talking about Mary Jane.
Persona.
I was like, Mary Jane... we were talking about much shit I've been through, and I was like, Mary Jane is my therapist. Look at that. Look at her. She's made her first appearance on the Iron and J YouTube channel as well. Look at you, Miss Mary Jane. Good girl. But yeah, it's like, everything's like whack. How completely different everything is now than it was a year ago. I had a girlfriend a year ago.
That Honey Pop video, the first one.
The first Honey Pop video.
Because of your girlfriend. You were like, ah.
God, dude. Oh, look at me. Now I have all the women in the world. It's just what happened, man. That's what happens when you don't lock me down. All the fucking women come pouring in. Nah, Mary Jane's the only girl in my life, but still.
Oh, I love it.
You'll notice even after hearing me on podcasts and stuff, I am not like always running a persona. I'm always in a constant state of doing a bit. It never ends. Miss Rona is going to take me next.
It already has taken me.
Not me. I'll survive. Did you lose your taste and smell?
No, I didn't.
That's whack.
Yeah, my mom lost her smell for a little bit, but that's it.
Interesting. My buddy, absolutely lost everything.
Symptoms vary between people, and for some people, they don't even get it back. It's crazy.
Interesting. Wait, some people still haven't gotten it back?
Yeah, from after months of having it, after they had it, they still haven't gotten it back. It's crazy, the amount of varied symptoms.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's different between everybody. I didn't even have a fever during it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is apparently one of the first things you're supposed to look for, and I just never had a fever, which is kind of scary.
That is scary.
Because my work, I had to just take my temperature and be like, oh yeah, normal. All right, I'm good to work. But I would have passed that test if I had COVID. Because apparently I didn't get a fever. It's very scary.
Yeah, that's a very scary thing. But yeah, this is just it's absolutely bonkers. Seeing all this, and then having all the interaction from you guys and all of that. It's just it's incredible, dude. I never thought that people would actually like me. I mean, how are people supposed to like me if I don't like me? You know what I mean?
Like Jay / like to hate Jay, or both, or.
I mean, I didn't think people would actually give me a platform, quote unquote platform, but still close enough to a platform. Earrings. I don't know why I thought about having earrings, but these are my earrings.
I want to get my ears pierced so bad.
I think mine might have closed up, so I'm gonna have to get them re-pierced, but still. Anyhow, this is just it's just bonkers where we are now compared to where we were before. Think about a year ago.
Where we are, look at where we started.
Flashback to a year ago, Ian.
Stay alive, that would be enough. It's Hamilton.
I don't know anything about Hamilton.
I know you don't.
But anyway, it's just thinking a year ago. Think about who and what we were a year ago. You know?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. We started this channel just because UO fell apart, and we were we want to work together.
UO fell apart, and we were just we're still entertainers. And then Ian realized, wait a minute, this is the best commentator ever. You know why? Because he hasn't played anything.
Yeah.
And then we made it to where we are, and it's just shit.
And it's crazy because I've got it's crazy how little we've accomplished in the past year.
How little and how much at the same time.
I know, because it's what we've only completed 5 Days a Stranger, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and Doki Doki Literature Club. That's the only thing.
Don't give Rose Red the satisfaction of being right.
But it just goes to show how much longer we're gonna be doing this, I suppose. You know.
Yeah, it's just because if we to finish your list, it would probably take us a decade.
It maybe, yeah. And that's not even taking into account suggestions and all that.
And new games that come out within the amount of time that we're going, and we realize we both want to play them really bad or something.
Yeah.
It's a wild fucking ride.
If Deltarune comes out at some point, we've got to play Deltarune.
Hell yeah.
Which is super exciting. Yeah, no, it's insane because there's so many things left for us to do. We got, the rest of the Danganronpa series, to which we've got 2 more games and an anime.
Mm-hmm.
We've got.
You're gonna have to be a reactor YouTuber to that.
Yeah, the Corpse Party series, which I think Jay will like. Franbo and Little Misfortune, Pony Island, Earthbound. We found out he never played the other day or never seen, which is.
I just know Ness from Smash Bros.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at my list here, and it's so cool. Plus all the Homestuck official stuff like Hive Swap and
we got all that stuff, and then there's so many oddball games that he wants me to play. Still need to finish Antichamber. There's so many things that we gotta do.
We will finish Antichamber, by the way. That's a yes. It's just I'm not sure exactly when. At least after
Honey Pop, not so sure.
Honey Pop, we'll see. Maybe we'll finish Honey Pop. We'll do a couple videos a year of Honey Pop. Finish it eventually.
Jesus Christ.
Though I kind of want Jay to see the beginning of Honey Pop too, so we'll see. We'll figure it out.
Either that, or you can just show me the rest of Honey Pop, and then be by the way, now we're switching to Honey Pop 2. Do I need context for Honey Pop 2?
Yes and no. No, I mean, no, yes. I mean, it takes place directly after, and you're the same person.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's hard to explain, but it's fantastic. I love the beginning of it.
I'm so terrified.
We got the.
I still can't get over the fact that so many fucking people like love that game. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not even a sexual thing. It's just people love it.
I'm over here just like, why are people so obsessed with the women? And they're just like, yeah!
Markiplier's been playing Honey Pop too.
I saw those videos. I haven't watched them, but like I saw them in my feed, and I was like, oh shit.
Because he played Honey Pop back back along, like near the, like not near the beginning, but closer to the beginning than now of his channel. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that was a big part of it, of his content. Like every big YouTuber played Honey Pop way back when, you know.
It's just fucking wild to think about.
Yeah. Then the Chisel Mythos series we also got to finish, which we're doing. Oh, should we like, because it's technically an update video, should we like actually like talk about like what our plan is for like our next content, like all
for
that,
the next month? After we finish Cyclonial, I think what did you say we're gonna play next? Is it 7 Days of Skeptic?
We're jumping into 7 Days of Skeptic, yeah.
Okay.
Which we're moving the Chisel Mythos series to Sundays because we like the idea of Sundays being for shorter series that you know,
that way we can finish our longer series and like at some point, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Instead of having to like, because you know, it doesn't really do much to play all of Danganronpa, then play 5 Days of Stranger for literally 2 videos, then play the next Danganronpa game, then 7 Days After for 3 videos. It's like, you know, it's better if we just get those done on Sundays because then we can, you know.
Because like we said, there's literally such a long list you guys have not even seen. I've seen this list. There's like 80,000 games on there, and I'm sitting here like, first off, I don't know what any of these are, and second off, holy shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, guys. I love it. Yeah, so basically it's gonna go to Sundays where we're just gonna throw a bunch of games that'll be relatively short, couple parts at the most, on there. And I've got / one-offs. One-offs will still be a thing occasionally.
Yeah, whenever
they'll just be when the series has only one video.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, wow, like having a community to fucking update it all is kind of wild at its own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't show up for these things because, like, I forget they exist. But, like, it's just like, wow, people care about what we do.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes they care about what we do. I mean, our like, update videos don't get any views, but I mean, like...
I mean, sometimes people watch them. Like, honestly, this is just us, like...
This is more just us, like, spewing how fucking happy we are that we've lasted this long.
Yeah. And we're on a roll, you know?
Like a guy in bed.
March, we didn't miss a single day.
We didn't.
Daily videos throughout all of March. I'm proud of that.
Which is completely fucking bonkers, by the way.
31 years to April being the same.
Hopefully. As long as nothing crazy happens in my life, but we all know how that goes.
Because I think, February we missed 2 days.
Yeah.
No, we missed a day, we took a week off in February, didn't? No, yeah. Mm-hmm. Why did we I forgot why we took a week off in February. Probably some reason. Yeah, so February we took a week off. January we missed, we also took a week off. Wow. I know why we took a week off in January. That was my fault that time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, December we uploaded every day. Yeah. But November we didn't. So we've uploaded every day for a month before, but that's like a record. We've never gone 2 months in a row without uploading every day.
Which we could do. It's a possibility.
Which we should do. April we're doing it.
Just as long as nothing, like I said, as long as nothing crazy happens. But I mean, that's my life.
Yeah. God, I pulled up the actual list of all these games that I haven't like scheduled yet.
There's so many, aren't there?
There are a lot, and it's super interesting because I think also another thing that you could probably expect within the next year is there's some games that I want Jay to play that would be best played by 2 people blind.
Oh God. He's explaining this.
Yeah.
I don't trust anybody else, Iank. You can't leave me alone with anybody else. What the fuck, man? I'd rather do solo commentary.
We aren't sold on exactly who or what or what's exactly going to happen with that. But there's certain games such as Return of the Obra Dinn,
whatever that means,
and Her Story,
whatever that means,
which are games that I personally experienced with another person who hasn't beaten the game either. You know, it's both of us who did it together because they're mystery games, right? They're games where the gameplay itself isn't a lot, but it's just you going through, looking at things. There's not even a lot of text either. It's just literally a mystery. It's just like you look around, investigate, you know, type things into a thing, watch a video, and you have to try to piece everything together in your head, right? And the reason that I think it's good to do a video with two people who had never seen it before is because a big part of it for me, what helped with playing those games, was talking it over with someone else, right? And it's kind of hard to do that with somebody who's played the game before, you know? So I think those games specifically, I'd love to get a co-commentator for Jay, who's also never played the games before, and have them do it, right?
We're not giving anyone else clout.
So like those kind of series, you know, we might get more guests on the channel for series like that in the future, which is exciting. Nothing's set in stone yet, but it's something we've been talking about for a little while now.
True.
So yeah, so we could bring that up. That's cool.
Possibility. I'm not sold because, like, fuck everybody else in the world. I mean, I barely interact with Ian. You know what I mean? So, like,
gosh,
throwing another whole person into this mix, no thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, for April at least, I think everything, because you know,
everything stays the same through April.
Cyclonials ends the 25th of April. Oh, well, it ends the 20th, right? But our last video goes up the 25th of April. So in fact, I think we don't start 70 Skeptic until May 2nd. So I think all through April, our schedule is going to be exactly the same as it is like right now, you know? Everyone, sorry to interject, it's future Ian here. But I just wanted to correct a few things because we recorded this a little while ago. So yeah, a couple things have changed a bit. But anyway, we learned that we could possibly finish Homestuck by 4:13. We just need to work fast. So that's what we're going to try to do. We've got our methods for recording. Our videos might be a little longer. I'm not quite sure yet because we haven't quite recorded a lot of those. But the plan is to finish Homestuck by 4:13, which is super exciting. And how we're going to do that is we're going to do daily videos starting yesterday until 4:13, with a possible exception, but I'll talk about that in a second. Basically, because yesterday was game over, right? Yesterday's episode 118. So what we're going to do today is going to be 119, tomorrow's 120. And in those two episodes, which are the ones that we've recorded so far, as of me talking in this video right now, we get through Act 6, Intermission 4, and we're about to start Act 6, Act 5. So in 121, we're starting that. So we're hoping that 121 through 126 can be the rest of Homestuck. Page numbers seem to line up. We're not quite sure. We're a little concerned about it, but we're going to try. And yeah, so that's kind of the goal, is to do it daily. Until then, if we can manage to do it in 5 episodes, then what we'll do is we'll do today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Homestuck, and Sunday will be Cyclonials Chapter 7, and then Tuesday's 4:13 will be Homestuck. If it has to be 6 videos, then we'll do it on Sunday as well, and Cyclonials will be pushed to Wednesday. We'll have Chapter 7 out on Wednesday, in that case of events, but Chapter 8 will still be out that Sunday. So it won't push back any future Cyclonial chapters, but it'll be out Wednesday if we need the 6 videos. And that's our goal. And probably, unless something massively messes up, you shouldn't see this bit unless this is actually the plan. So you can pretty much, it's about 80% sure that that's the goal. That's the plan, is to finish in 4:13. Yeah, so I just want to interject here because we were a little bit wrong about the stuff we were talking about, and then also right when I go back to the video, we mentioned that we're gonna take a break after Homestuck epilogues, and that's true. But we are going to take a 1-week break between Homestuck and the Homestuck epilogues, which we did not mention. We said it'd be immediately after. So basically, we finish Homestuck in 4:13, and then that's a Tuesday. The next week, Monday through Friday, there will be no Homestuck. We're gonna do some cool videos. It'll be exciting, and then the week after that, we'll start Homestuck epilogues that next Monday. And then when we finish that, we'll take a longer break where we'll play a different game or do something else, and then we'll come back to Homestuck in the form of either Hive Swap or Paradox Space or something. We'll figure it out. We're not quite sure what we're coming back with. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan with there. Anyways, that's about it. That's all I need to update you guys. And so back to the original video with past Ian and Jay. Right after we're done with Homestuck, we're going to do the epilogues, and then we're taking a break from Homestuck. I don't think we've told anybody actually yet, besides our friends.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that I should explain this because it seems more my problem than anything.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know how you love Homestuck, right? And webcomics and all that shit. I'm losing my fucking mind. to put it very blatantly. Yeah. I'm losing my absolute fucking mind. It's not one of those things where it's just like, I hate Homestuck, fuck Homestuck and all the Homestuck stands, fuck Parkat and Dave Shipping. I mean, I do agree. Fuck Dave, Carcat and Dave shipping. I mean, the two knights should not be together. It's just not the way that the fucking fairy tale goes. But like, my thing is right. It's just like my fucking ADHD just like does not agree with fucking running, like reading for so long and long and long and long. It's not one of those things where I hate reading. Because I love reading, right? But usually I read things way faster than the speed that we've done Homestuck, and it's nothing. It's not Ian's fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just the way that it was. It feels like it felt like at a certain point in Homestuck that it was never gonna end, and it kind of fucking like killed my brain cells and killed my fucking like want to record and stuff. And that's not anything like Jay's quitting or anything. I mean, maybe one day once I draw Tron, but like, you know, I'm just like. I need a break between this. Like, as soon as we finish the epilogues for Homestuck, we're going to take a second to just breathe. So I can just, like, not fucking want to die every time we do anything. Because, you know, wanting death is not what you want in a YouTube channel. I mean, sometimes. It depends on the YouTuber.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just, like, you can disagree with me, be like, Jay, how fucking dare you? I really don't give a fuck. Like, this is my life, and I'm going to live it however the fuck I want to live it. But, like, I've already discussed this. This is how it's going to go. Yeah.
Yep. And, yeah, we've talked about this a lot. And, it's super important that we like what we're doing, you know. And there's a lot of stuff we can do. And we will finish the Homestuck properties. Mm-hmm. We just won't do them, like, in quick succession or anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's something that's good to know. It's worth noting that a big reason for this we've talked about is probably because we decided to do Homestuck and Danganronpa together.
It's just like doing so much reading at the same time. Like it's like that's why whenever we're playing Danganronpa, I don't know how much of this I edited out, but I go as we fucking do anything because I'm trying to keep myself awake and entertained while we fucking do shit, which is my problem, but still. It's just like...
I mean, still... And we're also doing Psycholonials, you know?
Yeah,
it's like all three things we're doing right now is just reading.
Yeah, and it's just
like... Danganronpa, the majority. Like, the class trial was a nice break.
Yeah, the class trial was fun. But like, because then I get to use my brain, right? But if you're just reading and reading and reading and reading, it's not one of those things that I hate reading, like I said. It's just like, it's not for me. The repetitiveness is not... It's not for me in the way my brain works, because I like playing... video games, like, you know, actual video games. Not trying to discredit these games because they're great, but like, well, I mean, it's just like, I don't know,
things with more gameplay.
Danganronpa,
arguably, the gameplay of Danganronpa is reading.
Yeah, exactly. The most gameplay is like trials, you throw fucking words at each other is the gameplay.
Yeah, bullet time battles, or like the fucking what's it called? The brain dive, like whatever the dive thing where you
play run pretty much.
You play run. It's like that's the gameplay of Danganronpa.
It's playing run for a minute, but I could always just play run. Why would I want to read and play run? You know what I mean?
So it's that kind of idea. So it's like when we get to future things, like I think a hype swap will be much friendlier because it's a game. So, you know, they'll still be reading, but you'll actually be walking around picking up stuff and, you know, exploring. Although there's a lot of reading in that too. But,
yeah, of course.
Like,
but
the point is we don't do that at the same time as something like Danganronpa.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll probably try to, because hype swap isn't that long from what I know. Mm-hmm. Like I know Jack did Act 1 and 3 videos. Mm-hmm. Like they were like a little over an hour or something, you know. Like Jack's videos are, but you know.
But we always know what happens whenever we compare our schedule of videos to another YouTuber's.
Yeah, so it's gonna take us 6 videos, you know.
Pretty much.
But yeah, that's the point. Is it's much shorter. So I'm thinking we should schedule that to do that on our Danganronpa off like weeks after we finish DR2, you know, because then we can have that going and like Franbo, which is a point and click adventure game, but there's a lot that's not reading it. Like you'll see. There's reading, but there's also gameplay, and you know, so that way we can do that. Yeah, then you know, and the other thing is Homestuck Squared, right? Eventually, I'm sure if you know anything about Homestuck and are following the news and all that, you know that it's not currently being worked on, or it's being worked on, but it's not currently being released. They're gonna finish it and then release it all at once. So I think we should. Jade, did we decide upon whether we want to just do what's out if we get to that point, or do we want to specifically wait until all of it's out?
I can't remember.
Okay, ignore this. We haven't decided yet. But in any case, we're doing it last. We're doing Hive Swap, Friend Sim, and Pastor Quest first, and then either we'll do Homestuck Squared if we get to it and it's not out yet, or we'll wait until the rest of it comes out and do it all then. Because I'm not entirely sure about that yet. But then after that, this is something. The Homestuck fan comics. We are probably not going to do the Homestuck fan comics. And that is just for reasons that Jay has explained. It's just a lot of reading for something that's not even official, which, is great. And I'm sure that we'll end up reading it. Jay will probably read it in his own time even. But, there's a possibility we will. We talked about potentially doing it in a live stream.
Maybe a live stream, but that's about the only thing. I don't know. There's so much that we already have to do. Going on as well. It's just like throwing in because if we did one fan comic, then someone would get mad and be like, we need to do the other one, and then it's like shit. There's like 18,000 more, and it's like that's what happens whenever you throw yourself into fucking fanfic and shit. You're just like completely fucked.
Yeah, one of the fucking biggest fandoms there ever was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I will say that. I personally, I do love reading on camera and reading aloud and all that, and I've had no problem with it. So I will say that I will, at the very least, do a couple of the Homestuck fan comics at some point, either with Jay on a stream or on my own if Jay decides officially that he does not want to do it. Right? I will wait until we make that decision, but once we make that decision, if we're not doing it on the NJ channel, I will provide links for where I can do it somewhere else by myself or with somebody else, just because I think that would be interesting. I would love to read the comics, and why not share my reaction for those who are interested, and more on that when we get there, but that's just something that we talked about briefly, so I wanted to bring that up. I think that's pretty much extensively everything that we've set in stone and haven't set in stone and then for the next while.
Yeah.
What do you think? I love Jay over there just...
I've been doing the Macaroni for 5 minutes.
It's fantastic.
This is what I do whenever you're talking in videos, too. I just kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
I love it.
It's pretty great. This is why we need face cam. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah. In conclusion.
Final
It's been a ride. And it will continue to be a ride.
It's been a hell of a ride, but you thought we were going to
it's time
heaven.
To go record the next video.
God damn it. I was doing Bo Burnham and you just went AJR.
It's been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go record the next video.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Man, I'm up to something.
Now
Now
quit your shit! It's been a hell of a ride, but you thought we were going to heaven. Well, I fucking lied. So let's crank that funky shit to 11. But that's a bonus track off Bo Burnham's fucking What Show, and I love it. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I get to do the outro while staring at you directly in the eye very uncomfortably. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful, valid people out there, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought. Yes, I do the fucking figure thing as I fucking do my outros every single fucking time. It's great. Please comment down below. Tell us what you thought. Subscribe, post notifications if you want to see what we're doing next. Join the Discord with some amazing, beautiful people, and me, I guess. And follow the Twitter, because I'll post on there eventually, because some motherfucker called me out for saying that I was going to use the Twitter and never did. Well, at least within the next 38,000 years.
Sounds about right.
I think that's a fair enough way to say it.
Yeah. Well,
wait, I can finally use the Twitter! Let's go!
Yeah.
Not for any specific reason. I wasn't using the Twitter or anything.
No, of course not.
Of course not. Couldn't be me. Jay Wilson? No.
But yeah, if you guys did watch this whole thing, then thank you. I am surprised, but thank you.
I wouldn't watch this whole thing. Mary Jane barely even watched this whole thing. She's laying on my bed.
Well, yeah, it's just mainly an excuse for us to rant about shit. And I'm definitely I'm gonna try to cut this up into chapters with.
There's a conversation we were gonna have off camera anyway, so we might as well do it on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just to kind of show, because honestly, we really do appreciate you guys.
Well, I mean, Ian does at least. Fuck off.
God, Jay. Always in his bits.
The bit never ends, Ian. Mr. Ian Siwick.
But yeah, that's
Doc's Ian.
That's life. That's how this YouTube channel is going, and that's how it's going to continue to go for the foreseeable future. So here's to the next year.
Poggers.
I love y'all. Bye.
Fuck you. And love. Wait, no. Hearts do better whenever you do them upside down. Nope, that's a right side up. That's also a heart. Is that better? I think that's better. Maybe. Nah, that one's better.
I just do this. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. I mean, it's fine.
It's not great, but it's not horrible either. I'll just put on the goggles.
Turn into a spade.
I'll be the goggle man.
Now it's a spade.
See you later, nerds. God, I'm so
We should
great.
not have face cam, Jay. We get distracted so easily. All right.